Hello, beautiful people. I don't know if I'm live already. It seems that I am and have been for a while. Um, or maybe I'm live now. I don't even know anymore. But hello and welcome to this Feel to Heal breathwork journey that I'm going to hold space for and guide you through today. Just a journey for you to be present with yourself, and I'm going to hold space for this like kind of regularly when I feel that I feel called to it, and I feel that it's very needed and true. But I also want to push myself to do anything that doesn't feel right to me, any moment, any given moment. And today I'm feeling a lot of resistance to parts of myself that I've had a hard time to accept and look at and explore, and I'm feeling more and more openness and acceptance to exploring that, and more love and compassion towards myself for the criticism that I've had around not being courageous or bold enough to go into all of the things that I have been resisting. And there are things that I don't really feel ready to share and go into it and let the world see yet. And I'm finding a lot of peace in accepting that and not forcing myself to do something that I'm not quite ready to do, because I honestly don't have all the words and clarity to share it and talk about it yet. So that's where I am, and I wanted to start by being open about that, open space to just share where I am. And if you're watching this on replay or live or whenever or whatever, if there's something that you want to share about how you're feeling and what is alive and true for you right now, please do so. And I will witness you and hold space for you whenever I feel open and ready to do so, when I have the energy to do so. Right now, my energy has been very focused on myself and what is going on within me, and all of the changes that I feel myself move through right now, and the new parts of me that I'm exploring and accepting, still in the process of accepting. And also accepting and embracing the fact that I don't have to be the one to hold space and be open to be there for other people at all times. So I've been really, the last couple of months, letting go of the role of the caretaker and the one that is always there for everybody else, and accepting that it's fully allowed and necessary for me to be there for myself in the capacity and the the way that I need it to be, even if that means not being there for my close ones when they really need me, because I am just not able to. That I don't have to ever, 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 ever sacrifice myself and what I need for anybody else. So I've been really moving through that and accepting that I am here to care for myself first and foremost, and mostly so that I actually can be there for others from a place of integrity, authenticity, and truth. Um, so that's where I am on my journey right now, something that I'm deepening into because this has been part of my journey since my first awakening. So I'm deepening into this deeper and deeper and actually letting go of the roles more and more and more as the patterns are coming up and as I'm moving through life and exploring. And I've been feeling more tired than ever, like on many planes. Partly because I've been resisting so much in my life and so much of myself and feeling a hard time to feeling that it's hard to accept and move through certain parts because my ego has been in this very deep protective and resisting mode, and partly because I've been healing and moving through a lot and really being very attentive and very present with my nervous system. Um, and that has led me to kind of releasing and letting go of stuff and being very present with triggers and things that are coming up. And that has led me to just really release a lot of trauma in my nervous system that has just made me very tired. And I thank the holistic psychologist for putting this into words for me in a video that she created. So creds and appreciation to her for sharing that, which is available on her Instagram if you want to watch it, about the nervous system and feeling tired. And yeah, thank you for witnessing and for being here and for listening to where I am. And I really want to invite you to take it as an opportunity to share and explore, even if you don't want to share, because that's totally okay and allowed to, even if you don't want to share, to just open and allow yourself to explore where you are right now and what you are feeling, and use every, sorry, I've been drinking like a lot of cacao lately to help my processes, and it's like bringing up a lot of burps. So take people's sharing and opening as an opportunity to go deeper into yourself and maybe meet some triggers or some things that feel uncomfortable for you to meet from a place of love and acceptance in the capacity that you're able to in every given moment, because it's not always easy. And God, I have been really learning that for the last year or so. Uh, yeah. So let's move into the journey itself. Today I'm going to have this invitation to explore and go into kind of what I am in right now, because when I am in something, when I'm in a process or in an exploration, I find it most natural to guide through what I'm moving through, because it feels very natural and easy to have the words and compassion and openness for that theme. And right now it's self-acceptance and moving through resistance and letting go of ways of seeing myself and being that are no longer aligned, that are no longer me, that I have been very attached to and identified with, so that I can allow a new version of myself to move forward and be integrated and be expressed. So that is the theme for today, self-acceptance, and just coming a little, maybe like a little closer to the new you, or a new part of you, or a new way of being, or whatever that you've been resisting or not accepting or judging or not feeling, um, like feeling really uncomfortable and afraid of. So that's what we'll be moving through. And support us, I have some crystals that will hold me and us in this journey. Yeah, these two are right now the most important ones for me. I have like total brain fog kind of experience right now, so I don't remember either of their names, even though I use them frequently and feel very connected to them and usually do know their names. But this one is for clarity and moving through things and feeling more connected to the energy of the universe. And this one the same, but also balancing the masculine and the oopsie daisy. Kind of interesting that that happened. It's a very symbolic thing for me right now. So balancing the masculine and the feminine, which I've been learning to very much let go of lately. So it's very interesting that I dropped it, because it really suits what I am kind of letting go of, the beliefs that I have around masculine and feminine, and myself, and how I relate and express them and what they mean to me. So yeah, I hear you, universe. Thank you for that experience. Okay, so make yourself comfortable in whatever position feels true and right to you, whether that is sitting, laying down, standing, I would say floating, but maybe if you're in water, yeah. So make yourself comfortable, and if it feels right, true, safe, and available to you, maybe close your eyes so that you can go inwards without focusing so much on the outer world and what is going on around you. And I just want to begin by inviting you to connect with the surface that is holding you, and with the natural breath that you have right now. So just connecting to the breathing pattern, the breath pattern that is coming through for you right now, without judgment and without trying to change it. And I know that when we do become very present and aware of our breath, we can automatically start to deepen it. So pay attention to that as well, and just allow it to happen if that is what's happening. Just don't force anything. So if your breathing becomes deeper naturally, allow that. But if your breath pattern is shallow right now, then just allow it to be so. And tune into it and allow it as it is. And feel the surface that is holding you right now, the surface beneath you. Feel how it's holding you and supporting you in whatever experience you're having. Whatever expression of that experience is, whether it's deep or shallow or both or in between or whatever. And if you can, if it's available to you, feel how this surface, maybe it's Mother Earth, maybe it's something that you can't really name or don't want to name, how this surface is sending some love to you and your breath and your experience as it is right now. And allow yourself to receive it in the amount and capacity that you're willing and available to right now. Let go of any need to push or force something to happen and just accept. Accept any parts that don't want to receive or don't feel worthy of receiving, or maybe parts that don't know how. Accept anything that is present right now and paradoxically accept the parts of you that don't want to accept, and then the parts that don't want to accept, and on and on and on. Bring as much compassion and kindness as you can towards anything that is resisting or pushing away support and love and acceptance. And you don't have to know what that means and what that is. Just accept with your breath. Letting each breath be what moves you into the next moment, the next now, the now that is now, and the now that is now. Feel into how, no matter what is going on inside you, what you're feeling and what you're experiencing, you can always breathe through it and breathe into it, and that each breath will take you into each now moment. And begin to softly deepen your breath. Breathing deeply into your belly, as deeply as feels right now. Breathe in through your nose and release out through your mouth. Maybe releasing with a sigh or a sound. Letting whatever is inside of you to move through you. Tuning into any and all the parts that you've been resisting, fearing, avoiding, judging. Ways of thinking and being that you've been attached to. Breathing into it and just letting yourself naturally reflect upon what that is for you right now. Or what that has been in your life. And breathing into any feelings, emotions, and beliefs that come up as you do so. Maybe you feel sadness or anger or resentment or calm or joy or happiness or pain. Something that is coming up for you as you reflect on and move into something or some things that you've been avoiding, judging, not accepting, fearing, running from. And breathing as you do so, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when things feel heavy, when things feel like they are a lot and there's charge, breathe them out with a sound, with a sigh, maybe with a movement, maybe with a shaking. Something that allows you to come closer to that feeling, to that experience. And holding that experience, that feeling with love, the best of your capacity and the best of your ability and willingness right now in this moment. As much love as you can, and if it feels impossible, then feel how I am extending that love to you. How I am saying right now that everything you are and aren't and anything you feel or don't feel or don't want to accept or don't want in your life or want but feel like you can't get. Everything you are and you aren't and you feel and you don't feel, everything is okay. You are loved and accepted and supported, always, forever, and no matter what. If you can't give that to yourself, then receive it from me in the best of your ability, in the best of your capacity. Allow yourself to receive the compassion, love, and acceptance that I feel for you, for everything that you're going through, for everything that you are. No matter how much you judge it or hate it or don't want it, know that I am here for you. I love you and accept you, and I see you and I hear you. Beyond space, time, through it all. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Coming closer to the resistance, to the judgment, to the pain, to the fear. Feeling it. Coming closer to it. Allowing it. And releasing the charge as you breathe out. Bringing in just a little bit, a tad, a little bit more of love, understanding, and compassion for yourself. For anything that you avoid, resist, judge, fear. For any part that you feel disgusted by or ashamed for. Breathing so that you can give a little bit more space for this to just exist and be what it is. Breathing so that you can create more space for all of you to be, feel, and experience itself as it is. Observing any thoughts and beliefs that are coming up for you as you're doing this. What are you believing about yourself, your life, others, the universe? As you're exploring and moving through and coming closer to these parts of you. allowing yourself to explore it very gently, lovingly with your breath. Letting yourself very gently and lovingly come closer to the critic within you. The critic that judges you, that can be mean, cruel, and unforgiving. Letting your breath move you closer to this part of you and observe it. Let yourself observe it with the help of your breath. With the support and holding of your breath. Noticing that when you do so, when you approach this part of you in this way, it becomes clearer that this is not who you are, but a part of you. A part of you that is very afraid, wounded, and in pain. And that the judgment, cruelty, and meanness comes from fear. Comes from the wounds that you have, the trauma, the pain. And the unserving beliefs that you have about yourself, the world, and others. Any beliefs that you're not worthy, not loved, not lovable, not enough. That there's something wrong with you, or that you're defected, or shameful, or bad. That this critical part of you is trying to protect you from feeling all of this, from believing all of this. But by resisting and trying to avoid feeling and believing this, it actually becomes more true for you. The resistance and judgments that it has, that it tries to use to protect you, is actually keeping you from feeling the vulnerability, feeling the pain, so that you can heal those wounds. And allowing your breath to take you closer to the parts that feel insecure, inadequate, unlovable, shameful, bad, wrong, unworthy, not enough, defected, rotten. Coming closer to feeling the pain of believing these things about yourself. And breathing with love, with compassion, the best of your ability. Believing in the goodness and kindness and love inside of you. Believing in your ability to heal. To transform anything that is not serving you and that is hurting you into something that is beautiful, serving, and healthy. Allowing your pain to move you closer to the medicine, to the love that you need to heal. Whether that is acceptance, compassion, love, kindness, patience, presence, willingness, openness, whatever it is, letting your pain be felt just as it is. Letting go of the attachment to it, the thoughts around it, trying to make it bigger or minimalize it. Feeling victimized by it, letting go of that. Just feeling it for what it is. Feeling these wounds in their pure form. Meeting your pain with love. And meeting any parts that might be shaming you for feeling the way you're feeling with love, meeting them with so much love. Breathing through all of it. breathing into and through any resistance. And trusting your body. Maybe it wants to move or make sounds. Maybe there is a place that feels very tense right now. You're just breathing into that. Allowing yourself to feel it fully. And as you do so, breathing love into it. Breathing into the place within you that feels charged, that feels triggered, that feels tense, that is in pain or discomfort. And letting your breath be the soothing balm that lets you know that it's all okay. That lets you know that you're here. That you care. That you hear yourself, that you're here for yourself. And that all is well, no matter what. You're so loved and held and forgiven. And taking some moments now to breathe as you have been breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And saying to yourself, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And as you're doing so, really feeling the intention and truth of these words moving through you on an emotional level. really saying, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Maybe it can help to see the part of you that is judgmental, angry, in pain, afraid in front of you, placing that in front of you and looking at it and into it as you're saying this. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And if you want to keep saying this to yourself out loud or in your head, holding and feeling the intentions of these phrases, the truth in them. Keep breathing. Letting any movements and sounds that are coming through you right now to be expressed in the way that they want and need to. Trust in their medicine, trust in their power, trust in their healing. And trust in the process as it is. Trust in the process for what it is. Trust in your ability to hold and love yourself through everything and anything. Your ability to forgive yourself. truly, deeply forgive yourself. Your ability to hold yourself in and through every pain and wound. And your ability to change and transform and let all of that which is painful and wounded to be turned into gold, wisdom, and strength, gentleness, vulnerability, and the gift of knowing yourself deeper, fuller. Always returning to a deep knowing that you are held and loved no matter what, always and forever, through everything. Being grateful for that you can choose to be with yourself in this way, as long as you want and need to. Giving yourself the time and space to process in the way that you want and need to. And with this, I'm going to leave you now. Stay here with your breath, with your love, with your feelings, for as long as you want and need to. Give yourself the love, presence, and support that you crave and need. Let your breath move you, take you through anything. Breathe with love. And if you want more support, if you want to work with me personally, reach out to me. And if you want to move deeper into self-forgiveness, tomorrow I have a free tap-in session that will move us through self-forgiveness. If you want to keep working with these parts that are judging and fearing and being tough and hard and cruel and mean, join me tomorrow for this tap-in session and know that I am here for you personally if you want and need it. That you can work with me to be held and supported on your journey. Keep breathing, keep being with yourself, and trust in your ability to hold yourself. I love you, I appreciate you, and I thank you for giving me your trust, your time, and your energy. Until next time, giving you all the love and support in the world.